Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys a very late review, like all the videos this week, for Ayakashi Triangle, Chapter 138, entitled Treasure. And this is going to be very short and sweet, because there is a potential problem with this chapter, depending on what happens in the next few chapters. Okay? Now, what am I talking about? Well, Treasure decided to kill off one of my favorite characters, Garaku, right? I think we all love Garaku. Garaku is a really cool character, and he's a lot of fun. And I would argue that there's a problem either way, but there's the lesser of two evils. The lesser of two evils is the first option, that what happened in this chapter? Well, of course, he was fighting the Gogyo-sen, and he was holding his own pretty good. In fact, he seemingly was keeping them, it was pretty evenly matched. Then the Gogyo-sen are all, I guess, butthurt at the end of the day, or they're conniving, or they're evil, or whatever, and they're like, I know your weak point, and they decide to attack Shadow Mai. Garaku, of course, sacrifices himself in a very valiant, very noble, self-sacrificing way, and Garaku is now, for all intents and purposes, is gone for good, turned back into the pen, and can't come back, is dead, pretty much, right? And then Suzu wants to combine, which it would be the ironic thing, in a way, in a very sad, ironic sense, that Garaku wanted in this chapter, once again, to draw the Ayakashi medium at her fullest, back to her full potential. So that means Suzu, Shadow Mai, and Kanade all come together as one once again to be Amaterasu, reincarnated once again, right? The sad, ironic thing about that is that that's what's implied that they are going to do to avenge Garaku at this point, because they're very upset. Or they should be very upset by this loss of Garaku. The sad, ironic thing is that all he wanted was to see that one more time, and you know, he just wanted to be able to paint it one time. And if they're gonna do that now after he died saving them, that's like he never got to see it, you know. So once again, not that there's not another option. Once Ninokuru is heading this way, sort of idea, so maybe he'll have some super ninja tech to get them out of there. I doubt it, but you never know. We don't know what exactly he's carrying, but yeah. So the lesser of two evils as a result of that is that Garaku stays dead. My problem with that is once again the irony, if they all combine all three bodies, even if just for a moment, to defeat the Gogyo-sen right now, is that Garaku died before they would just get off their high horse and do that for him. You know, sort of idea, right? Not that they could have known, but still, you know, that sort of sweet, bittersweet irony there. The other thing is, if you were going to kill off Garaku like this, there should have been, the whole chapter should have been dedicated to it fully. It was, but it felt too short, and we should have had a longer goodbye. We should have had more. There's been better expressions and more anguish and heartfelt expressions from characters in the past, so I know the potential's there. But this felt like a monster of the week, or a character we just met, just died, like an Ayakashi that Suzu met 2 chapters ago, just died, sort of sadness. We have little tears starting to form in Shadow Mai's eyes, and Suzu is seemingly a little upset, but that's it. It's like, I know Garaku wasn't a main character, but he's been around long enough, helping them, sort of, what side of the field is he on, that kind of idea, that I just feel that it's a bit of a disservice to reaction shots after it. The build-up was fine, but if this is the true death of Garaku, it deserved more thought put into it, in my opinion. Now, the greater of the two evils, however, is if Garaku comes back. It's a common shonen trope, happens all the time. Characters don't stay dead when they've been killed. And the problem with that is that you have killed him off in a lacking emotional type of way, but you better commit to it. Don't pull the rug out from under me, because now I'm not going to believe the next time somebody's dying, right? I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to believe it. So in a weird way, once again, I only see 2 options. one, he stays dead, and we didn't get the right send-off or payoff for that. And I mean, they could sort of sweeten that pot later, hence why it's still the lesser two evils. They could have a funeral for him later, and we could have some emotion and anguish shots and stuff like that. Some really good art there. Art for the artist, go figure. But once again, the second problem would be if they brought him back. She turns back into the Ayakashi Amaterasu, and then she revives him, and he loses a lot of his power or something like that, but we revived him, and then they split apart. That used too much energy, and then everything's back to the status quo. That feels, once again, anticlimactic. We're almost 140 chapters into the series, and I feel like at this point, some things have to be for keeps. We're not villain of the week anymore, right? Even in kids' cartoons, even in, like, you know, the season finale of Power Rangers, the Power Rangers lose. You know, like, sometimes the villains win when you're far enough into a show, right? Even in kids' shows. So once in a while, your heroes just have to straight up lose, and lose something. So at least that's the way I felt about it. What do you guys think? That's basically the chapter. That's all I wanted to say about it. It's an okay chapter, but if he's truly dead, then I think we deserved more. But, like, where's the raw emotion? Where's Shadow Mai just screaming to the heavens, losing her mind? Where's the Rain? Rain is so common to do these type of things. Where's the graphic speed lines and the anguished cry, and then the Super Saiyan 2 transformation over it, you know? Like, that kind of stuff. Like, this should have been the moment, because they've been chipping away at Shadow Mai's, for her character arc especially, they've been chipping away at Shadow Mai's humanity and bringing her back. This should have been the Gohan ting moment for her. This should have been the crushing of Android 16's head for her. The snapping moment where she just rages out, and it's the negative emotion. And that's when Matsuri and Suzu and Kanade and everyone have to work to bring her back, because she just goes ballistic. She goes nuts. She goes Skull Greymon. Not Metal Greymon. She goes Skull Greymon. Super powerful, dangerous, kicks the shit out of the Gogyosen for taking her Garaku away from her. But she's not used to the emotion. She's let it all seep out of her chest, and it's boom, but it's exploding in the wrong way. This could have been a great opportunity to do this, and we're left with lackluster. Got a little tear in my eye. Like, who stole your pudding cup? You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting 0 from these characters right now. So, yeah. Either way, yeah. So I guess it's not really that great a chapter. It's fine build up right up to the death. The last couple of pages were so disappointing. It really brings the chapter down for me. But anyways, that's it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Apologies for the video being late. All the videos are going to be late the next couple of weeks. What are you going to do? Alright, we'll see you guys back here next time. Sayonara.